Your children, probably because I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old who are fascinated and in love with any plush that's ever been gifted to them when they're animated. Well, this is a choice between a dragon or an owl, and they tell your children stories, and not just one, but a book filled with many different stories. They're one of the most animated creatures I've ever seen for the holiday season. Yes. In fact, this is the first time that they even have glowing eyes. This brand, Cuddle has been around for 30 years. They've been here at QVC for 5 years, and the owl and the dragon are exclusive to you, our QVC customer. $28.56 is your price, and then you're welcome to use, for the first time ever, a 6 easy payment plan of $4.76. But Marcy Corradetti is my great guest that gets to talk about our dragon and our owl with us tonight. So Marcy, they delight all of the folks in our family, from the little babies to the 80-year-old grandparents who are playing with those little babies. So can you walk me through my choices so everybody can decide whether they need my favorite, the owl, to come home, or the dragon?
I know, they're both so wonderful. They're both mystical creatures, which is amazing. And let me just say, the mission from Cuddle Barn is to put a smile on your face. And so I'm going to say mission accomplished once again. Beautifully done. Our owl is done from top to bottom. You see his beautiful hat, his illuminated eyes, which when we turn him on, you'll see how gorgeous they are. He's going to tell us story after story. There are 5 built-in stories with our owl. There's his book, Hansel and Gretel, Jack and the Beanstalk, Rapunzel, The Ugly Duckling, and Sleeping Beauty. Each story about 2 minutes long for a total of 10 minutes of engagement for your child. And we also have our beautiful dragon, and he's gorgeous from top to toe. Same thing, a beautiful periwinkle blue, soft and gorgeous, aqua glitter all over. The back of him is just beautifully done down to his wings and his gorgeous tail. But the real magic, Amy, is down here in the feet, because this is where it begins. Play and pause, and then on the other foot we're going to be able to switch from story to story. So I'm just going to start right away with our first story.
Don't wait if you want the dragon, okay?
Hello there. I'm going to read you some of my favorite fairy tales.
Look at his eyes.
Are you ready?
Look at his head.
Let's get started. This one is called Hansel and Gretel.
Music in the background, illuminated eyes.
Once upon a time, a boy named Hansel and his sister Gretel lived with their father and stepmother in the woods. Their father was a poor woodcutter who loved them very much, but their stepmother was very mean and wanted to get rid of Hansel and Gretel.
So now you can hear, it's a child's voice that tells the story, which is really wonderful for children. I pushed his paw to stop him in the middle so I can pause him for brushing teeth time, going to the potty, taking a break for dinner time, and then I can start him again just by pushing his foot one more time. He'll go back to telling the story. But if we want to go to the next story, that's what this paw is for. So we push here.
Have you heard the story about the magic beans?
No. Have you heard the story? And a presentation.
Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Jack and his mother. They were very poor and owned nothing but a single cow. One day, Jack's mother made a decision.
Now, does the owl's voice sound the same as the dragon?
It does, and so we can listen to the owl for the next few stories. I'm going to pause him here.
Hello there.
Okay.
I'm going to read
And don't wait if you want the dragon.
Favorite fairy tales. Are you ready?
Owl.
Let's get started. This one is called Hansel and Gretel.
Do you want to skip, since we already heard a little bit
So
of
on the
Hansel
right
and
paw, you can just skip to the next story.
Okay.
Have you heard the story about the magic beans?
And there
Actually,
you go.
the dragon just told me a little bit of it. So could you tell me Rapunzel instead?
Next fairy tale.
Thank you.
About a young girl with some very long hair.
Very long hair.
Rapunzel. Once upon a time, there was
Beautiful,
a
right?
beautiful
I
young
just really
girl.
like this guy. Can
wonderful
I take
minutes.
him home?
You can.
I mean, the dragon, you are cute, but there's something about the owl.
High tower with no door.
So your children that love mystical, magical things, all of the stories that they'll tell are famous fairy tales, ones that our children know and that have stayed with us.
Rapunzel had the most beautiful.
Look at his mouth as it moves and his eyes that illuminate.
The witch wanted to visit her through the window. She yelled
And I
out.
just have to tell you as a mom, can I just pause you for 1 second, my man? I'm so sorry. So on my card, we always give an age recommendation, and it says ages 2 and up. Now there's batteries in your owl and your dragon. So maybe you don't leave your owl and your dragon with the curious 1-year-old like my guy, who's not quite 2 yet, because somehow Mike Clayton will figure out how to get the batteries out there. At least he'll hand them to me. But I will say, and this is just my suggestion, anytime my Brie or my Clay have been given plush animated creatures from QVC, it has been when they were born or when they were in my belly.
Yes.
And I played with them when Brie was 3 months old, but me and her together. And same with my guy, Clay. And they are now some of the most loved toys at our house. I mean, they've taught us stories, they've taught us songs. I mean, there's something about cuddling with something that can talk to you. And I just love too when I am tired and I don't quite feel like being the one that's the animator and the one that is the creative one, then I love that I can just sit there and press play and I'm like, yup, because sometimes it's just helpful for mom and dad to have somebody that's also kind of being the animator. Again, if they're younger than 2, you stay right there. You don't just hand it to them. We are going to say 2 and up, but I find that it's great to give all the babies in the bellies, as in the moms who are expecting for the holiday. I find it's great to give the little 1-year-olds and tell mom and dad, like, let it grow up with them. I mean, they're just so darling, and this one has those glowing eyes that I've not seen on other animated plush toys, making it so very different. It has that great $28 payment plan, that $4 easy pay. So if you don't know what to get someone who's expecting for the holiday, you don't know what to get the 1 or the 2-year-old, the dragon or the owl is such a nice choice. I would be grateful if someone gave them to me, and I have always been.
It really is, and children cross-play also. So all of your little magical wizards at home are going to want to play with these in a different way. They tell the stories.
Right?
Yes,
You're gonna like the owl.
That's right. And he has a beautiful, beautiful cape, and
cake.
all over the back, all over the back, beautifully done, all the beautiful and sparkle to him. So every little attention to detail was really thought of. They're soft, they're squishy. That battery compartment is in the bottom. And easy to use. Look how easy that is to push. So our little ones will very easily figure that out.
I know. I mean, I just truly think that it's such a great, clever idea. And then the characters in this scenario are a little bit more fun to see a dragon or an owl versus just the standard toy that everybody gets. You'll love too watching them smile, your child, whether it's your grandchild or whether it's the little neighbor child. I mean, everybody just loves watching the dragon and the owl tell them that story.
Absolutely, and that's a really wonderful thing for children to be able to move to their next favorite story. Sometimes they get really hooked onto that one amazing story that they love, like Sleeping Beauty for our little princesses, and you can just go right through.
Okay, so here, let me show you the book again. Don't wait if you want the dragon. I'm holding the owl. I know we're watching this little video, but can I pause you for 1 second? Here's the book. All the stories are the same no matter which one you choose, and it tells you the order that your little creature is going to tell the stories. Yes. We heard all of the first 3, and I do think Sleeping Beauty is a favorite. So here we go. We're going to skip. Actually, let me hit play first, right?
Sure.
And then let's skip.
Now, let's move on to another magical story. This one is about the ugly duckling.
Do you care if I skip you again so we can hear Sleeping Beauty?
Easy to do.
Another fantastic fairy tale.
Yes.
Let me tell you the story of Sleeping Beauty.
There you go.
There once was a king and queen who wanted to have a baby for a long time. When they finally had a baby girl, they threw a big party and invited 7 fairies in the kingdom. They each
Sometimes I don't know what legally I'm allowed to say about movies, but having kids at home, I just kind of feel like I'm an expert right here in this genre. Anything Disney related, and Disney does so many of these stories, will get one little girl very excited. They're like, oh, Tangled, Rapunzel, oh, Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, and right now, Maleficent, oh, she's smoking hot out there thanks to this show called The Descendants. Does anybody know it? We're rotten to the core. Yeah, children are obsessed with this, so I'm just telling you, it's great that all these little ones are gonna love the owl and the dragon, but the 4-year-old, if you give this to my 2-year-old, is gonna be just in love because, what? Did they just say Rapunzel?
Exactly.
So everybody will be
princesses.
happy here. Yes. So choose the owl. Don't wait if you want the dragon. Mommies and daddies will love this gift too because mommy needs to take a shower. Can you just let Mr. Owl tell you that story right here, and I'll be right there and I'll be right back.
Totally.
So I'm a big fan.
Totally.
Marcy, great to see you.
Great to
Thank
see
you so
you.
much.
Thanks, Amy.
Choose the owl. or the dragon. And now you know a little bit about my parenting. All right, Ginger Watt, you were somewhere around here. Oh, I see you.
Hey, how you doing? I am going to show you a great way that you can transform any little container